I've done a lot of offshore sailing. Over the years, I've managed to sail tens of thousands of miles in every ocean on the planet. And before today, I've been seasick exactly once. The experience was so terrible, I remember it well. It was my first offshore passage from Hawaii to Seattle on a friend's boat way back in 2008. I was delivery crew, and we had a problem with the fuel system. I remember being upside down in the bilge, with diesel sloshing around and the boat completely at the mercy of the swells. I remember feeling debilitated, as though all the life were being sucked right out of me. I crawled out of the bilge, puked my guts out, and turned into a sad lump of a person for the next few hours, until the skipper found me and gave me a magical little pill that brought me back to life a few hours later. And here I am today, many years later, feeling much the same way. The only difference was that now I was the skipper. Sierra was puking, Karen was on the brink, and I was barely holding on.
I was so seasick. I couldn't even move. I could not get up.
I felt sick, and I never feel sick. And I was like, oh, what is that? Is that what it feels like to be sick? Oh my God, it's disgusting.
We people start originally from my homeland, like my old man said, there's nothing impossible. So we have bring this message to my
We're having so many ripe bananas. I'm making banana pancakes and some fresh fruit.
I know. There's no shortage of bananas in this bay.
I know.
You're just eating powdered oatmeal. Oatmeal flour. Do you like it?
Yes.
She seems to like it dry. Here.
You're such a funny child. I can see it in your mouth. Whoa! Breakfast, 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 breakfast. Oh, taxi at the Mickey. Look at that, Nugs. Hey, get out of there! Det är pappas frukost.
Hi guys, hope you liked the video so far. If you do, please hit that subscribe button. It's a great free way to support our channel. Okay, back to the show.
I put in a little route from us here on our little anchorage where we've been getting ready to go around and non-stop. The swell right now is quite intense, and so a lot of the places that we wanted to stop at and break up the trip are just like 7-8 foot swells in the anchorage right now. So I think we're just looking at a straight run for it to take us from here to our first stop in San Blas, which is super exciting. I think it's about 210 miles. So basically a day and a half. It's going to be light. This is the predict wind, the PWG model. And so it's going to be light, like, let's see, this is Tuesday. You get a little bit of wind at first, and then it kind of gets light. And then here we're kind of like harder on it a little bit. And then we end up there.
Huh.
So it's probably better for us to leave like in
Sunset?
the evening or the night or whatever, because then we also spend 2 nights at sea instead of 1 night and 2 days. We'd spend 2 nights and 1 day, which might be easier with Sierra sleeping. I never thought we would try and sail more at night during the day. What does your gut tell you?
Oh, it's a hard one because Sierra has definitely been way more seasick. Or not seasick, but like car sick and just sensitive towards like movement in general. My only fear there is that she would puke all through the night, but I don't think so. Made a decision, huh?
Yeah, we figured that 2 nights at sea, 1 day at sea is better than 1 night at sea, 2 days at sea. So we're gonna go for it tonight. I was just setting the route in. Looks like it's 190 miles. Weather looks good. We're gonna be motoring it first, then we're gonna catch wind. It's gonna be an amazing sail. I can feel it. Baby Nugs is gonna be perfect. There'll be no vomiting. Everybody's gonna be happy when we get there.
Sweet.
That's my prediction for this trip.
Yeah. If it wasn't already obvious by the title of this video, my prediction couldn't have been further from the truth.
And we're off.
That's it. Next stop, San Blas.
Yeah.
Stoked?
I'm pretty stoked. A little bit nervous, but
Yeah.
pretty stoked.
We haven't sailed in a long time.
Yeah.
It's alright though.
Sierra's changed a lot too.
Yeah, she has. It's a little bit weird, like leaving at night too. But we'll get out, clear these rocks, and then we're gonna be rocking and rolling for a little while though.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will. How are you feeling?
The conditions are terrible.
Right?
It's like a washing machine out here.
Why is it so terrible out here?
It just sucks.
It's not even big swell, it's just the waves are like crazy.
It's all mixed up.
Go and lay down for a few hours, Brian.
Okay. I'll get some rest.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've only really seen Brian like sick. Maybe 4 or 5 times in like 11 years that I've been sailing on the boat, and yeah, he was not in a very good shape, and I am feeling so incredibly nauseous. I'm just like sitting out here trying to be in the breeze a little bit, I'm quite cold, but I think it's better to be cold than to be hot when you're seasick. Even though I'm pretty miserable out here, I'm just happy that like Sierra is sleeping. And I really hope, cross our fingers that by the time she wakes up, I don't know, the waves have calmed down a little bit, or it's just like a washing machine. It comes from all directions, and I don't know. It's not like a constant big swell or anything. It's just very jumpy. So I've been like this close to puking like so many times. Oh, filming now makes me feel so bad. I might have to stop the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit in the breeze for a little bit. Okay, wish me good luck. How was the morning?
The morning was better than the night. The night was a little piece of hell. It was just really short, steep waves. The wind was like right on the nose, and we were just crashing through them and like rocking sideways, and the whole boat was like just.
I was so seasick. I couldn't even move. Like I could not
felt
get up.
sick, and I never feel sick. And I was like, "Oh, what is that? Is that what it feels like to be sick?" No, it's just
So we made a little turn, put out all the sails, huh?
Yeah, I turned us. So we made enough kind of like northering above our route that now we can come to starboard, get a good angle on the wind, and we can make this point around Cologne here. How our little nug do last night? No bueno?
Good. He's definitely puked in her pants.
Oh no.
So I don't know if she woke up this morning and kind of puked a little bit.
Sierra, what happened? Are you okay? No. Did it come out of here? Out of there? Oh no. In your tent? I'm so sorry. And we're gonna move you from the V-berth to the pass-through.
And maybe I will sleep with her there.
And you can sleep with her there. The Nini's got a little vomited up.
I know. The smell of vomit is almost worse than poop.
If you've never experienced motion sickness, particularly on the ocean with no land in sight, then you are extremely fortunate.
I can really smoke that I haven't got seasick at all, and then my stomach is in ruins.
I don't know what my body is doing right now.
I know. Sucks.
Occasionally, I'll feel what I call squishy. I suppose it's the mildest form, and usually involves being a bit lethargic and irritated. But I can usually power through it, breathe deep, and get on with what needs to be done. Some people say the worst thing about seasickness is knowing that you're going to survive for it to happen again. It saps the energy and will from you. Even the most trivial task becomes an impossible feat.
There were sausages that ordinarily would smell really good, but right now to me they smell repulsive.
You don't look well. Are you sure you don't want somebody else to do this for you?
Oh my gosh, let me do it. Look at her, I'm trying really hard. Oh mate, just let me do it.
Most certainly, you're willing to do anything to make it stop. This terrible feeling is the result of your brain receiving mixed signals from your inner ear, eyes, muscles, and joints. Your brain gets confused, and the result is this terrible feeling of tiredness, nausea, and general negative outlook on living another moment like this.
Show sailing isn't all tits and bikinis and, you know, skipping through the sand, drinking coconut water. It's throwing up overboard, needing to run to the toilet 5 times a day, and puking over the sight of sausages.
There are lots of home remedies, including pressure bracelets, ginger tea, electrical shock bracelets, and even artificial horizon glasses. Sitting outside with fresh breeze in your face and eyes on the horizon helps. So does eating food like crackers and snacks and staying well hydrated, even if you're puking.
Food is a love-hate relationship right now. I love the thought of it being in my belly. I just don't know if I can deal with the putting it in my belly.
I made some health smoothies for the sick peoples.
Good job.
Got bananas, avocado, organic, dried, vegetable powder, some frozen fruits, some berries, some hair, almond milk, some vitamin C.
We've had varying degrees of success, but nothing has worked 100% for us except medication, which we try to use sparingly. And today, for the first time in years, I decided to take a pill with meclizine as the active ingredient. The medication does have side effects, but if you've ever felt this way before, a little dry mouth, tiredness, and headache is a small price to pay considering. The seas out here were a terrible confused mess, throwing Delos all over the place, but nothing more than we'd experienced before. I kept on asking myself, why would this passage be different? Why were we all feeling so terrible? Well, it turns out that all 3 of us were still recovering from being sick. All of us, even Sierra, had caught a bug in our last port, and we were still feeling a little under the weather to begin with. My working theory is that the congestion in our heads combined with the nasty sea state had done a number on our inner ears, making us all feel terribly seasick.
Jeez! Daddy can't lay anywhere.
Yeah, so Sierra, she ate some, and I thought she was starting to feel a little bit better. I don't know if she ate too much or if it just got too much for her, so then now she just puked again. I felt so bad for her. She's like doesn't understand. She's getting a little bit better with like doing it in the bucket, but still making it to the bucket is really hard. I bet there's a lot of other sailing families out there with like seasick 2-year-olds, so if you have any tips and tricks on how to like keep them entertained, kind of, but still like have them laying down and not puking, I would be all ears for that one. So yeah, if you have any tips and tricks, please comment below on how you can keep a 2-year-old from not being seasick. I'm excited to read all your comments and see what we can come up with for the kind of next passage and stuff.
We hit those waves, the bows coming out of the water like a few feet. It's pretty wild. One of the cool things about this Cortex system is it'll give you alerts when a vessel's CPA comes within certain parameters. In this case, like 2 nautical miles, I have it set, and if you click on them, it tells you that it's a tanker, 248 meters big one, 12 meters draft, 3.3 miles away, and our CPA will be 1.5 miles in about 13 minutes. So it's nice just in case you're not paying attention, you know? It says collision alert, collision alert. Do we have any collision alert over here?
Still puking, but every 30 minutes.
Poor baby.
I try to have her not watch a show, but then she just like screams and tosses around and like wants to go downstairs. So it's like it's such a hard balance there between like, because I know that watching something isn't good, and I try to have her listen to like an audiobook, but she just doesn't want to pay attention to it. So it's like it's kind of choosing between pest or cola or whatever we call it.
The life of a sailing family, huh?
The puking family today. Do you know what day it is today?
I do.
Happy anniversary!
Anniversary. 3 years married, almost 11 years total together.
Wow.
That's pretty good, huh? Pretty good run.
Pretty good
Got a
run.
little nugget out of the deal, too.
Not maybe the most romantic day.
Not the most romantic anniversary in the world. I mean, we're sailing away from the sunsets.
And I smell a lot like puke.
Yeah, we all smell the vomit and sweat and salt.
How are we doing? Pretty good?
We're 68 miles away.
So we'll make it there maybe tomorrow morning
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
We timed it pretty good, actually.
Nice. Well, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I love you.
Love you.
You feeling better, Nox? Help me.
It's a really nice night for sailing. We're just kind of ghosting along at about 11 knots of wind. It's nice and smooth, and the moon is just coming out from behind the clouds every now and then and giving things a pretty cool light. We have about 40 miles left to go.
So we have the cruising guide that has some waypoints in it, so we just put those on top of the chart. I'm like hoping we get in before Sierra wakes up. So sad, but it's true. Because then she can like wake up in a calm spot and not like wake up with Rolly, so she doesn't have time to puke again. Looks beautiful though already. It's like stunning, like these islands with the palm trees and like the sun is going up. So cool. So those shallows we keep to our port.
so excited. This looks amazing.
Pretty sure we're sat. We're sat good. Ooh. Wow. First passage in a while, huh? We did pretty good though. We're not too rusty. Nice.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! Not bad.
Up next on Delos, we get situated in the incredible San Blas Islands.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Enjoy the local cuisine,
Since we didn't really get to celebrate our anniversary at sea, this is going to be our special anniversary feast dinner.
and explore a wrecked ferry on the reef.
I want to go explore that wreck over there. Jeez! Daddy can't lay anywhere. You sound like George. You sound like a monkey. I gotta film when I'm doing a funny one.
In your sporty underwear.
Are you a waffle monster? Waffle.
It's just stuff everywhere. But I guess that's what happens when you go on a passage with a puking baby.